Hi. I'm just gonna ramble in this video for a little bit. I think something humans as a species are really lacking is a connection with other human beings as a whole rather than separately or individually. I think something we're lacking as a species is a connection with our true, authentic, higher selves. I think this is part of the reason of why we can live in such discontent, unfulfillment, and dissatisfaction is because throughout life and ways we're brought up or ways we're taught and of how to perceive the world and how to perceive yourself, we're kind of lost in the commotion of everything, I guess, and we often lose track of time, and time goes by so fast, and we think we don't have time to dedicate to ourselves and our growth and our healing, which is where you learn the most. You learn from things like education or work, but you really you understand wisdom when you're sitting with yourself. And you're giving compassion to yourself for once but giving yourself time to really connect with who you are and give that self love and to give the self that you are in this moment love and acceptance. The ability to give compassion to strangers and to the ones you dislike, I think, is so important. And in moments of anger or frustration, we don't think about our actions or our words and the effect that they have on people, ourselves, and the outside world as a whole. It's easy to completely surrender to those aspects of our being that are more negative and are kind of filled with this hate that we've somehow attached to ourselves along our journey. And it's easy to slip down and almost find comfort in those states of like sadness, discontent, or anger, and to surrender to a point of almost giving up on the hope that there is for the future and for your health, your health and healing. Because when you take a step back from everything, you start to realize that things aren't as individual as you maybe have been taught or you perceive. Life is anything but separate. Life is connected. Energy is connected. What you give out goes into this pool of universal consciousness that will be bounced back towards you. So I think it's really important to give compassion and energy out as much as you can for the betterment of others and yourself. I just don't want people to give up on themselves. I think it is a very, very sad thing because human beings have so much potential. Like, there is no definite meaning to life. And in itself, I almost think that life is nothingness, but in that nothingness lies something so beautiful and important, and we just have to come to understand this and let it sit with us in peace more often. And meditation is an incredible way to do this. Like, I can't even explain how much it is changing my life. And it just seems almost insignificant if you haven't experienced it, to sit down and do nothing for a set amount of time. But it is so healing in so many incomprehensible ways. I just recommend giving that time, setting that time aside for yourself, because it will help you and it will help the others around you. And I think incorporating this idea of meditation into daily life with whatever thing you're doing is something awesome. It's like, it's really beautiful that we have the capacity and the potential to incorporate peace and love in every action that we do. So, I don't know. I think that's where I'm going to end this, but thanks for listening if you did. Don't hate, meditate. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.